guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And I did this video once already. It was about Amethyst Ascension, her storytime adventure. I did this last night. It was super late. Filmed the whole video. As soon as I got done, was at the point where I was going to say bye to you guys. It went off and then didn't save it. And I was so mad. And I used a cool deck at the time. But now I'm like, it's not the deck I want to use. Because now it is October 2nd. Here's her story time thing is what it looks like. There's a page 1 and then page 2. And if you're just tuning in, Amethyst Ascension or Rochelle does a story time adventure, and then you pull cards, and it's pretty cool. And I had done a video last night, did the whole video. It ended, and I'm like, oh. And then today I was like, you know what? I had a better deck in mind for that. And I'm going to use my Monsters Tarot deck today and guidebook. This is by Inside Editions. But because we're in October, I'm trying to use all Halloween decks. And this one's pretty cool. And we'll just see how the story goes. So, and this is thick and I'm trying to get it broken. Okay, so the story says, you wake up groggy and in a daze. You are immediately confused at your surroundings. Your head is swirling and you ask yourself silently, what is happening to me? Draw 3 or more cards to describe what you see around you. So we're going to draw 3 cards, maybe more. I can't really shuffle it that well. It's a thicker deck than my normal Inside Edition decks. There's 1. What's happening around me? That's a lot of cards. So we got this guy here. The 9 of Claws, which is swords. 2 more, please. And this is all for entertainment purposes, you guys know, right? We got the Fool. And this is creepy because, you know, we got Frankenstein's monster. Oh, we got a castle here. The 4 of Castles. Is that 4? We got the 9 of Claws, the swords, the Fool, and the castles are pentacles. So let's see. 4 of Pentacles. So it says what's happening to me. I feel like I woke up in a lab. Maybe this is even me. I woke up in a lab in this castle. And I'm like, what's happening? I have no idea what's going on. Maybe we got a kind of this is like what I was wearing when I came out of it. Okay, it says standing up, you wipe your eyes. He's got the thing on his eyes. Makes sense. You're trying to steady yourself, feeling lightheaded and a bit dizzy. You try to recall your last thoughts before you fell asleep last night. However, it's all a bit fuzzy. You notice that you are wearing something strange and look around the room for a mirror. Upon approaching the mirror, your eyes grow wide and your mouth drops open as you stare at the reflection looking back at you. Startled, you look to your side, expecting to see someone else, but nobody else is there. How can this be, you think to yourself? Draw 3 or more cards to describe what you are seeing. Or what you are wearing. Sorry, what am I wearing? 3 of cards. I'm already feeling like I woke up and I'm an experiment. And I have maybe I died in the night and I still have my I don't know if you guys, see, I always do movie or TV references. If you guys ever seen Stitchers, I feel like it's kind of like that. That's crazy. That was a TV show. Let's see what these cards say here. Oh my gosh. It's the Moon card. He's baying at the moon, werewolf. Oh my gosh, and the Crypts are cups. Got the 5 of Cups, the Moon, and the 8 of Cups, or 8 of Cups. this is very interesting because there's really no clothing in this, and it's okay. So I'm wearing something. I would say that maybe shredded outfit or something like that. Maybe I feel like it's a hospital gown, like I died and was buried in a hospital gown or something. This is very interesting because there's very little. It says to describe what you're wearing. There's very little there to work with because even his clothes are like shredded off of him. And then we got the graveyard, and maybe I'm in my Sunday best because I was buried. I was dead. Interesting. So you stagger backwards, reaching up to your face to touch the contours of your nose and cheeks and eyes. This can't be right, you think. Touching all over your body, you notice it feels different. As panic begins to take over your body, you walk out of the room and into the hallway of an extremely large residence. Maybe I'm the bride of Frankenstein. Sounds like it. Slowly walking down the hallway, you pass many other doors until you come upon a grand staircase that circles down to the front entryway. You make your way down the grand staircase, expecting to run into others. However, there was nobody to be found. You continue onto the front entry and out the door. You stopped in your tracks, taking in your surroundings. You couldn't believe what you were seeing. This all went beyond your initial thoughts of what was going on. The street was teeming with activity. They looked different, made out of cobblestones, and all of these streetlights looking old-fashioned. There were horse-drawn carriages and people dressed in dated clothing. You approach a lady who you've seen passing on the sidewalk in front of you. You wanted to ask her some questions to help you figure out what was going on and where you were. So that's the end of the story, and then there's like 5 questions. So it says draw cards to find your answers. So number 1 is where am I? And as I shuffle, it's almost like, yeah, I died and was brought back, but then why would people be in dated clothing? Where am I? Ooh, that almost looks like a military prison. Almost looks like, oh, it's a prison. Prison. 7 of Castles. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. I think I'm in prison. I think I'm a dude that was in prison. Maybe he was experimented on. Ooh, there's a movie about that too. Okay, so number 2, when or am I? We got the where, prison. But now, did you see that? Something just flew off there, floated there. Weird. I'm in prison, but now when am I? When am I? And I got a card right here. Oh my gosh. Ooh, the 7 of Claws, 7 of Swords. It's a thief. And it's the Invisible Man. It's almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. And then the bottom of the deck looks like the Magician. But he also looks like Dr. Frankenstein creating something. It doesn't give me a when am I, but I do feel it's a very much this kind of 1800s mad scientists kind of. I mean, this could probably be his house, but I'm in prison. Maybe it's a mad doctor in the prison. Okay, number 3, how did I get here? 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 Oh, we got a card up. These are not supposed to be turned over. How did I get? Why are there stuff turned over? Okay, how did I get here? How how did I get here? So it's the 5 of Claws. Ooh, I just heard summoned. So I was summoned. Some kind of because I totally feel like I was dead. And then I was summoned back. Not necessarily summoned back, but like somebody did an incantation and kind of like in The Mummy, and I came back to life. But they'd already done all these experiments on me, so I had different body parts at the same time. So it's kind of like the Bride of Frankenstein plus The Mummy. That's cool. Oh, sometimes my brain just goes crazy. So number 4, where are you? Why are you here now? So why am I here now? Why am I here now? And it's the 10 of Crypts. Oh, looks like I was buried with someone. Maybe that was me. And maybe I'm looking for, maybe that was in my will, or I feel like I'm trying to find a cure for something. Cure for whatever I actually initially died from. Maybe. Interesting. And number 5, how will you get back home? How will I get back home? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I think I'm screwed. Dropped the 9 of Crypts. The 9 of Cups. This looks like another like ceremony taking place. Interesting. And then we got the King of Castles on the bottom. The King of what do you call it? What's his name? The King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's a total. There was a summoning to bring me awake. There was a summoning to put me back. Because I totally feel like I was already deceased, and maybe I had it in my will that maybe I was the scientist, and I was like, do whatever you can to bring me back. And then we got the Knight of Candles at the bottom. So that's quite interesting. That's very dark and very different than the story I did in the other deck before it cut off. So that's why I think it was like, no, you need a darker deck because it's Halloween time of year. So that is my story time adventure I did following Amethyst Ascension story time. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any other thoughts on this story, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.